Ayan, welcome ulit sa ating part 3 ng discussion. So, kung hindi mo pa pinapanood yung part 2 ng discussion natin, aba, i-exit mo muna itong pinapanood mo, yun munang part 2 ang panoorin mo. So, dito tayo naman ngayon sa four basic concepts or four basic mathematical concept. So, yung i-discuss natin dito na apat na basic concepts to be discussed includes yung sets, relations, functions, and binary operations. Importante na maging familiar tayo dito, yung mga apat na basic concepts na ito, para mas maintindihan natin kung paano ba natin sila gagamitin. So, unahin natin ang sets. Ano nga ba ang sets? Okay? A set is a collection of objects, mostly mathematical objects such as numbers, points in space, or other sets. Dinedenote natin ang set gamit ang capital letters ng English alphabet natin and yung symbol na E, para siyang capital letter E, na dinedenote natin yon na symbol for set membership. So, kapag sinabi natin if A is a set, capital kasi naka-capital letter A siya is a set and 3 is an element of this set, we may write it in symbol as 3 is an element of A. Or pwede rin natin siyang basahin as 3 is in A. So, yan yung ating set. Okay? Meron tayong example, the set of odd numbers. Okay? So, let's denote the set of odd numbers as capital letter O kasi odd number yung pinag-uusapan. So, O is equal to, ano ba yung mga odd numbers natin? So, pag sinulat natin ng isang set, capital letter, equal sign, then ilagay nakapaloob yung ating set sa loob ng curly bracket. Okay? Curly bracket ang ginagamit natin, hindi parenthesis, hindi bracket, hindi kung ano-ano pa man, but curly brackets. We write the sets inside the two curly brackets. Okay? So, odd numbers is equal to the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on and so forth. So, with that, pwede natin sabihin na 5 is an element of O or odd numbers kasi nandun siya sa loob. Pero hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na si 4 is an element of odd numbers kasi si 4 hindi naman siya odd number. Si 4 ay isang even number. Next, the set of even numbers. Since even numbers naman yung pag-uusapan natin, is i-denote natin siya as capital letter E, equal sign, then sa loob ng dalawang curly bracket, nakalagay doon yung ating sets, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on and so forth. Basta even numbers yung nakalagay doon sa loob. And we could say na 8 is an element of E kasi si 8 ay even number naman. But we cannot say that 7 is an element of E kasi si 7 ay hindi naman siya even number. Si 7 ay nasa odd number. Okay. A set may also be empty. Pwede rin namang empty, walang laman, or that is, it has no elements. Ang tawag natin dito sa set na ito ay empty set or null set. Ang symbol na ginagamit natin to denote this empty set ay ito. 0, tas may cancel, and sa loob ng curly brackets natin, walang laman. Okay? So, pwede rin namang empty set or null set ang tawag natin doon. So, example natin is the set of a square that has 3 sides. Diba? Do you think we have set of squares na merong 3 sides? We all know na sabi nga natin sa mga unang discussion natin that mathematics language is precise. So, wala namang square. Alam naman natin wala namang square na mayroong 3 sides. Diba? So, that is an empty set. Pangalawa, the set of even numbers that are divisible by 3. Do you think it is possible na magkaroon tayo ng even number na divisible by 3? Pwede. Pwedeng 6, di ba? 6 ay even numbers. Divisible by 3. Pwede rin ang 12. Okay? So, yung pangalawang example natin ay hindi natin pwedeng sabihing empty set kasi merong even numbers na divisible by 3. Diba? 6, 12, 18. Yun yung mga even numbers na divisible by 3. So, ang empty set lang natin ay yung ating first example, the set of a square that has 3 sides. Okay, so yung ating pangalawang example, it cannot be considered as empty set kasi meron namang mga not all cases ng even numbers ay divisible by 3, pero meron pa ring even numbers na divisible by 3. So, hindi siya null set or empty set. Okay, meron tayong tatlong ways para ma-denote natin ang isang set. Okay, number 1 ay ang paggamit ng roster method. Hindi ito yung manok, pero roster method ang tawag dito. So, ang roster method is a way to show the elements of a set by listing the elements inside of brackets. Ililista mo lahat ng members na tinutukoy ng ating set. So, for example, example natin dito, set of numbers from 1 to 10. So, kapag gumamit tayo ng roster method, meaning to say, isusulat mo lahat yung numbers ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 sa loob ng ating curly brackets. Wala kang kakaligtaan ni isa. Wala kang i-skip, hindi ka sasobra or kukulang. Kung ano yung tinutukoy na set, isusulat mo lahat yon sa loob ng curly bracket. Yun ang roster method. Okay, set of primary colors, that is red, blue, and yellow. Okay? Pangalawang paraan naman natin ng pag-denote ng specific set is by paggamit ng dots. Okay? Kung gumagamit tayo ng tatlong dot, 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 diba? Anong tawag natin doon sa tatlong dot na yon? Yung tatlong dot na yan ay tinatawag nating ellipses. Okay? And so, yung dinedenote natin as, and so on and so forth, gumaganon tayo. Pero yung 3 dots na yon ay actually tinatawag natin na ellipses. Okay? Most sets are too large. Yung iba, most. No? Hindi naman lahat, but most. And they are often infinite. So, a second way para ma-denote natin yung sets na ito is yung paggamit natin ng tatlong dots. Siyempre, to imply that a list that imply that a list that is too long is a list that is too long to write down. Kaya gagamit tayo ng ellipsis or yung ating 3 dots. Example, set of positive integers up to 100. So, kung roster ang method ang gagamitin natin, isusulat mo ngayon yung numbers ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanggang 100 sa loob ng curly brackets. Pero since mahaba yung set natin, no? 1 to 100 na numbers, matagal mong hindi naman sobrang tagal, pero may katagalan pag isusulat mo gamit ang roster method. Wherein pwede ka namang gumamit ng use of dots or yung ating ellipses. So, kapag isusulat natin yan into sets, okay, magiging ganyan na lang yung itsura. Meaning to say, na tuloy-tuloy yung numbers, yung paggamit natin ng dots dyan, pinapakita natin na tuloy-tuloy lang yung number hanggang 100. Okay? Another example, set of all even numbers. Aba, wala namang katapusang even numbers yan kapag isusulat natin lahat dyan gamit ang roster method, di ba? So, pwede naman natin siyang gamitan ng use of dots. So, kapag isusulat natin yan, yan ang magiging itsura niya. Nasa dulo yung 3 dots natin kasi we are talking about all even numbers. And wala naman tayong finite na even numbers, 'di ba? Hanggang billion, trillion, and so on and so forth pa yan. Basta even numbers. Okay? So, infinite, no? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, tuloy-tuloy lang yan. Ibig sabihin ng ating paggamit ng dots dyan. Okay, yung una example natin, nasa gitna siya kasi naka-indicate naman yung hangganan ng ating set. So, wala sa dulo yung ating 3 dots. But we're in fact, sa pangalawang example natin, nasa dulo siya kasi infinite yung tinutukoy ng ating set, which is all even numbers. Buti sana kung sinabi niya set of even numbers up to 200. So, hanggang 200, nasa dulo yung 200, and then before yung 200, nakalagay yung 3 dots natin. So, ganyan yung pangalawang way natin ng pag-denote ng specific set. Pangatlo ay ang paggamit ng rule method. A third way is to define a set using a property or a description. So, an example that shows how this is done is the expression x such that x is prime and x is less than 20. From the word rule, meron tayong rule na susundin. Yung set daw natin ay prime numbers but less than 20. Meron siyang but. Okay, but. May condition. Merong rule. Prime numbers pero may hangganan. Okay, rule method. To the set, yan. The set of all x such that x, pag binasa natin yan, the set of all x such that x is prime and x is less than 20, which is equal to the set 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Hanggang 19 lang yung isusulat nating prime numbers kasi nga, yung rule method natin na x is less than 20. Hindi na tayo lalagpas pa ng 20. So, hanggang 19 lang tayo. Yun na yung less than 20 na prime numbers natin. Merong rule. Diba? Next. Given two sets A and B, it is possible to multiply them to produce a new set denoted as A cross B or A times B. And this operation is called the Cartesian product. Okay? Cartesian product. Pag sinabi nating pero bago natin i-define ang Cartesian product, let's define first the idea of an ordered pair. Ano ba ang ordered pair? An ordered pair is a list. Ito na po yung x and y natin na ginagamit natin sa ating Cartesian plane or sa x and y coordinate plane natin, no? So, is a list x and y of two things, x and y enclosed in parentheses and separated by comma. So, kung nag-graph ka noon ng sa Cartesian plane, yun yung ordered pairs na tinatawag natin. Okay? So, let's take note nga lang na, let's say, 2 and 4 is an ordered pair. Pero iba, pag graph kasi natin yan, 2 and 4, iba yung kalalabasan kapag meron pa tayo isang ordered pair na 4 and 2. Hindi kasi magkapareho ang 2 and 4 at saka 4 and 2 na ordered pair. No? Magkaiba yung position nilang dalawa sa loob ng ating Cartesian plane. Therefore, we write 2 and 4 is not equal to 4 and 2. Okay. Now, we are ready to define the Cartesian product. Pag sinabi natin Cartesian product of two sets, A and B is another set. No? Magmumultiply lang naman tayo dito. Magmumultiply in the sense na magiging ang kalalabasan ay another set of ordered pairs. No? So, for example natin, the set A cross B is a set of ordered pairs of elements from A and B. So, example natin, kung ang set A natin ay K, L, and M, at ang ating set B ay 1 and 2, then, by using the Cartesian product, magkakaroon lang tayo ng new sets of ordered pairs. So, K and 1, K and 2, L1, L2, M1, and then M2. Parang distributive property or ano ba yung ginagamit? FOIL method, no? First doon sa set A natin K. Then i-distribute mo yung K doon sa ating pangalawang set to create another set of ordered pairs. And then after that, si L naman. L, i-distribute mo din siya doon sa ating pangalawang set. So, L1 and L2 to create another set of ordered pairs. And then lastly, si M, i-distribute mo din siya ulit kay 1 at saka 2 to create another set of ordered pairs. So, ganun lang yung ating Cartesian product. Hindi naman tayo literal na magmumultiply ng numbers. Magmumultiply tayo to create another set of ordered pairs. Okay? So, another example, if we have set A and set B, okay. So, this example, please try to answer using the Cartesian product and comment down below yung mga sagot ninyo. First 10 na mag-comment ng kanilang sagot, okay, will be given additional points. Okay? So, i-solve lang ito gamit ang Cartesian product. So, pag sinulat nyo yan sa ating comment section, dapat makita ko rin na A cross B is equal to ano ba yung product nilang dalawa. Okay? So, first 10 na mag-comment ng tamang sagot will be given additional points. Okay. Meron ding properties ang ating sets. It can happen that all elements of some set A are also elements of another set B. Dito naman papasok yung ating tinatawag na subset, no? Kung meron tayong element A, which is 1, 3, and 4, at meron din tayong element B na 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and A and B are related this way, we say that A is a subset of B. A is a subset of B kasi yung element ng set A natin, which is 1, 3, and 4, ay makikita doon sa loob, makikita rin sa sets makikita rin sa element ng ating set B. Meron din siyang 1, 3, and 4. Kaya naman, masasabi natin that A is a subset of B. So, by definition, we say subset. Suppose A and B are sets. If every element of A is also an element of B, then we say A is a subset of B. And we denote this as yung para siyang letters na may underline sa baba. Okay? Subset. Here are 3 operations. Meron din tayo naman tinatawag na union, intersection, and difference. Magkakaiba itong tatlong ito. Suppose A and B are sets. So, kapag sinabi nating union, ang gamit natin dito na symbol ay yung U. Letter U. To denote the union. Okay? Pag intersection naman, ang gamit natin na symbol ay yung inverted na U, pabaliktad na U. And kapag difference, syempre difference, ano ba bang, meron pa ba tayong other symbol for difference? Wala namang iba kundi yung ating minus sign. Okay? So, para mas ma-distinguish natin anong pinagkaiba ng union tsaka intersection. Sa union kasi, yung set of all things that are, kung yung meron sa A at saka meron sa B, okay, kasali yan. Union, union. Okay? The union A and B is the set of all things. Basta lahat ng meron kay A at saka meron kay B. Union. While kapag intersection naman, sa intersection ng A and B, kung ano lang yung element na magkapareho sila. Yun lang yung intersection.
Okay? So, kapag, syempre, sa difference naman, A minus B, syempre, kung it is the set of all things that are in A but not in B. Okay? Sa difference, baliktad naman. Kung dito sa intersection, yung 3 and 4 ang na-shadean, kapag sa difference, yung 1 and 2, tsaka 5 and 6 naman yung ating difference. Okay. Pangalawang konsepto is the relation. Mathematical phrases such as equals, is less than, and is an element of are some examples of relationship in mathematics. It's important when specifying a relationship to be careful about which objects are to be related. So, pag sinabi natin a relation is a relation on a set A is a subset of A times A, we often abbreviate the statement X and Y is an element of R as X or Y. The statement X and Y is not an element of R means X is not related to Y. So, since relational expressions have true or false values, we can combine them and to form the sentence if X are Y, then Y are X. is an Okay, hindi pala ako makakapagsalat dito. Okay. And next tayo, functions. One of the most basic activities of mathematics is to take a mathematical object and transform it into another one. Sometimes of the same kind and sometimes not. So, definition natin ng function, suppose A and B are sets. A function f from A to B, denoted as f, such that f is a relation satisfying the property that for each A is an element A, capital A, the relation F contains exactly one ordered pair of form A and B. The statement A and B is an element of F is the abbreviated a relation and functions. Function, if you are going to meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng functions. Meron tayong one-to-one function, one-to-many, many-to-one functions. Okay? So, kung naranasan mong gumamit ng uh, horizontal line test no, sa graph, at nag-draw ka ng horizontal line dun sa graph, at isang beses lang siya dumaan doon sa graph na yon, then that is considered as a function. Pero kapag dalawang beses siya, then it is not a function. It is not a one-to-one function. And lastly, binary operations from the word by, diba, dalawa. Consider the sentence 2 plus 2 equals 4. It was clear to us that the word equals indicates a relation. And it sits between the noun phrases 2 plus 2 and 4, which then forms a sentence. Pero ano nga ba? But what about the plus? No? Yung plus ay uh, nakalagay between the two nouns. Yung two nouns natin dyan is yung 2 at saka yung 2 at saka 2. And then yung plus nasa gitna. 'Di ba? This word also sits between two nouns, yung plus sign natin. However, the result 2 plus 2 is not a sentence but a noun phrase. This pattern ay isang karakteristik ng ating binary operations. So, some familiar examples of ano ba yung mga familiar sa atin na binary operations? Diba? We have plus, minus, times or multiplication, divided by. Okay, yun yung mga familiar examples ng ating binary operations. As with functions naman, it is customary and convenient to be careful about the set to which a binary operation is applied. So, depende yan. A binary operation on a set A is a function that takes pairs of elements of A and produces elements of A from them. So, it is a function with the set of all pairs x and y of elements of A as its domain and with A as its range. Ang A natin, siyang magsisilbing domain. And then, yung x will be the domain and y will be the range. So, the symbol for the operation comes between x and y rather than before them. So, ngayon na na-discuss na natin yung ating apat na conventions in mathematics or yung ating basic concepts, we have the sets, relations, functions, and binary operations. Okay? Itutuloy natin yung discussion, next na discussion natin about on how to translate expressions and sentences into mathematical notation. So, this discussion ends with our part 3. So, see you sa ating part 4 ng ating discussion.